I would be lying if I said that I found creating easy, or even that it were to come naturally. I think I have a very natural inclination to create pretty images, whether I'm filming or acting or painting. There's something internal within me, an internal clock that desires to capture a moment. But the effort that it takes to be of present mind can sometimes be really overwhelming, especially when you're going through life, whether it's other work or friends or heartache or family. There are many aspects of your life that I think at times I've allowed myself to be overwhelmed by. It's when I realize that I am struggling the most, or that I need some sort of outlet, is when the art comes in. A lot of the time I might have already started a painting or, filmed a scene or something, and so there's already something in play. But I find it really interesting that I don't realize how much I needed that expression until I come back and I'm editing a video together or listening to a piece of music that hits just right in that moment. Or if I'm looking at a painting that I've been struggling with so much, and then I just have even 10 minutes where it just clicks and I find myself in the flow. And those moments often come after feeling quite down, or after feeling quite restless, I guess, with whatever it is that's happening in life at that moment. I realized very early on from traveling and meeting people and being put in different cities with different faces and different ways of living that I was going to be really inspired by the world in that way. That the world had so much more to offer than I truly realized, and that it wasn't about the money. There are moments where I get caught up about the idea of you must make something, you must be creative, you must be an artist, you must be considered, worthy of any of those sort of titles. It's not until I am meeting people with similar passions and traveling again to another city, or meeting new people that have those same desires, that I realize how wonderful it is to be involved in that community, even if you don't really know how you sit in it yet. And I don't. I think I'm always looking for how I fit. I think I've always felt like an outcast in so many ways, that I had all these big dreams that didn't quite make sense maybe, or didn't have a home to fit in yet, and I'm continually pushing towards that. There's something that just lights me up about mixing old worlds, film and music and paintings into the new world, and being inspired by the people that I'm meeting around me that introduce me to so many new things and give me such a different outlook on life. And I feel that much richer for it. It makes me so excited to come back home again and then put those things that I've seen or those experiences that I've learned into whatever it is that I'm making that day. I've always enjoyed a slower pace of life. I think it's quite funny that I grew up on a farm and chased the city life, and have come to realize that I enjoy this gentle balance in between the two. One where I am so inspired and meet so many people, and the other where I can breathe in the mountains and the fresh air and recognize that I do feel at home and at peace when it's quiet. I think I've just come home feeling that much richer for my travels, and really grateful to have a balance between fast and slow pace of life. There's a joy in having an old soul where my days can be slow, and I find that incredibly nourishing. And then I get thrown into a house with 20 other people who are insanely talented and so humble and so kind. And it just makes me love the world that I'm in. And to remind myself to do that more often. There is this ecstatic joy that I have when I realize it's almost like, you turn on the light, the lamp goes on, and I realize that I'm doing the thing that I want to be doing, which is, making little movies that inspire me, or at least showcase the love that I have in my life. That it doesn't need to be this big, huge production. But my inspiration is so drawn from the wonderful souls that allowed me into their life and share their talents with me, so that I can go home and try and do something myself. But it's glorious, and I think it's more like I'm doing it at this moment. I'm so grateful for the balance that I have of traveling to new cities and meeting new and old friends and having that incredible bond and light me up experience. And then I come home to my slightly slower pace of life and piece together all the things that are meaningful to me. And then I go out and do it all again. And if I can keep doing that more frequently, then I'll be a very, very lucky lady indeed.